What's up, YouTube? It's your boy, Angry Jackalope. Fucking Robert R. Ricks. Fucking about fucking time. Jesus Christ. I come in here to do my fucking stream, and this sumbitch just pooches. Pooches fucking hard. I'm like, dude, this thing is... Wow, look at this. Even this fucking thing is pooched. Anyway, if this motherfucker doesn't crash on me, I think we can get this shit going here. Fuck. This bitch looks locked. Anyway, I don't know. I'm hoping there's streams going on here. Okay, there, I see some chats. What's up, Vixen? What's up, Brian? What's up, Yak? What's up, Bronx? What's up, Backwoods? What's up, McCall? What's up, motherfuckers? Hopefully I'm here. This sumbitch is acting dumb as a motherfucker, and I had to fucking power cycle the bitch, and then I had to get back and do a bunch of weird, crazy shit there and whatnot. So anyway, I am here. Late, but I'm fucking here. And hopefully this sumbitch is not gonna act stupid. I keep seeing all my icons flickering, and now my icons are with black. Ha! Meatloaf! We just had meatloaf for dinner. That's fucking awesome. Okay, come on, fuckhead. Come here. And this... Uh-oh. My screen looks frozen. Screen looks frozen. There it is. Screen's back. Everything else stopped fucking glitching around, too. So it looks like Daisy wants to be part of the fucking show. Says hello. Simicon says watching the Breaking Bad movie El Camino over here. Brian's watching Young Justice season 1, and I just finished eating, and I have my little dog Daisy, which I don't know. She just wants to fucking hang out here. Why don't you go back here? Let's try a trick. Here, look. I got a hood. Why don't you go in the hood? You want to go in the hood? Daisy in the hood? No, Daisy not in the hood. Daisy in the pouch. Daisy's in the back. Okay, Daisy's in the back. I'm just going to have to sit like this because you can see right there. She wants to sit in my back. Holy fucking hell, guys. What the fuck? All right, so California, you're getting fucking blasted like the Death Star is fucking mad at you. I don't know why, but it seems they are hell-bent on just blazing California's ass up because... the energy weapon blasts that are happening there, that's fucking nuts. I don't know. Yeah, I like The Who. They were just here. I missed them. I'm so fucking... Hey, you didn't miss shit, Bronx. You're fucking perfect, brother. You are here like a fucking chizap. And my icons keep fucking flickering. I don't know what the fuck is going on here. This is so bizarre. So bizarre. Everything is still coming back up. Fucking Microsoft and their fucking updates, man. They just, I've set my system repeatedly. Do not... Uh-oh, what is this? Internet security. I can't even see. Hit cancel, I guess? Jesus Christ. Jesus Christ. Yes, part Mongolian. Yes. Mongolia is the fucking dopeness. Mongolia. I want to see them rise again. I want to see fucking blood. I want to see blood. Select this. We can't install updates. That's fucking funny. So Microsoft just went through all this shit with me, only to tell me, sorry, we couldn't do the updates. You cocksuckers. You guys are cocksuckers. Seriously. Fucking Microsoft. Anyway, back to what I was talking about. Cali's getting fucking firebombed like crazy with these direct energy weapons. It's nuts. There's this dude. He's been following for a while, and like 3 days ago, right after PG&E shut their shit down, PG&E. So I mean, if you guys aren't aware, I think pretty much by now everybody should, at least this group of motherfuckers should be aware that PG&E, Pacific Gas and Electric in California, Northern specifically, in a move to kind of protect themselves from further litigation and problems. The cover story is, oh, we have some bad fucking weather coming, and there's going to be some windstorms and whatnot, and we don't want the power grid to go down again, and we don't want to get sued, because I guess apparently those last few fucking firestorms that tore through, some of that was, they said, their equipment. So PG&E is on the hook for that shit, and, you know, they're getting sued for like billions of dollars or whatever. So they said, fuck it, if we're going to get fucked, then it's our prerogative to just shut shit down. I'm sorry to hear Paula's not feeling well. I hope she feels better soon. So then, as if that wasn't crazy enough, first it was like 600,000 residents and businesses will be without power. To which I was like, oh shit, because I got people in the Bay Area. I was like, what? What's up, Dropforge? You're not missing anything yet. I'm about to dive into this whole California fiasco and get in some serious fucking conspiracy shit. So, you know, I don't know, Brian. I don't think this is actually Republican, Democrat inspired. I think there's something... I think there's a larger game at foot here. I think there's some craziness going on. So anyway, PG&E starts shutting down power. And they didn't really give motherfuckers a whole lot of heads up. I mean, they gave some obligatory phone calls, to which I was thinking, shit, you know, if I see you fucking PG&E or, you know, my electric company, whatever, just calling me up, man, I let that bitch go to voicemail. And I'll check that shit whenever, because I ain't trying to get bothered by motherfuckers calling me up saying, Mr. Ricks, yes, you're taking up too much of the power grid. You represent the top 1% in all of West Jordan. Yeah, so fucking what? I'm paying for it, so fuck you. You know what I mean? But anyway, I ignore that shit, right? I ignore that shit. Oh man, I have heard about that. I get what they are doing, but agreed. Much larger control game over resident citizens. Shit hits van dry runs. Yeah, I think so too. But I think it's even worse than that. So here's what's going on. So then it starts off with 600,000. Then it gets to 1 million. Then it gets to 2 million. 2 million residents in Northern California. So I'm sitting there looking at that, and I'm going, self, that's kind of interesting, because if I wanted to protect my shit, and I got heads up that some shit's about to go down, then I'm going to shut the motherfucker down. Because, you know, let's say, for example, EMP hits. Well, if their shit's shut down, that would mitigate tremendously the amount of shit that would get fucked up. So I was like, I wonder. So I went and looked at the sun. Didn't really see a whole lot going on there. I said, well, fuck. Sun's being fucking the sun, being the weak, limp dick motherfucker right now, which is causing its own set of fucking problems. The solar minimum sucks. I prefer the sun to be in its maximum and be blasting fucking flares on a regular basis, because at least then the Earth's fucking force field's up at full fucking charge and the bitch is actually doing its job. Right now, with this limp dick solar minimum, we're running really with low fucking shields. So if that bitch decides to throw a fucking flare at us, well, fuck, we're gonna get fucked hard. Not to mention all the cosmic rays that are bouncing around our fucking heads, causing everybody to go fucking bananas and woo-woo. You know what I mean? So now, the plot thickens because I'm watching this one dude, and I can't remember his fucking name, but I got him on my favorites. I got him on my motherfucking favorites. You guys can look this motherfucker up. Let me go to my fucking view history. I'm going to go to my motherfucking view history. I'm going to tell you this motherfucker, because he, on his phone, had weather charts up. This is the government's weather shit, and he's using their shit against them. Right? I was like, bravo. Well played, motherfucker. Well played. Let's see. Okay. Where's his videos? Okay, I just watched a bunch of new videos from him earlier this evening. It's odd. They're not in my view history no more. Uh-oh. All these other ones are. Look, here's unprecedented California cut 800,000 tonight, right? And then I had some Borderlands 3 videos that I was checking out because, Borderlands 3 has been off the fucking chain. FBI inmates, most prolific serial killer in U.S. history. Marines activated all across the country. This is an emergency broadcast from AMTV. Let's see. Ukraine scandal explained. PG&E to shut off power to millions. Massive California power outage. Wildfires. What's really going on? And that video's gone. I watched 4 of his fucking videos and they're not up here. What the fuck is going on here? Uh-oh. See, now that makes me go, That makes me go, That's even more motherfucking insidious. What the fuck? Let me see. There's, let me go to my motherfucking subscriptions. Anyways, another motherfucking YouTuber like us. And when I find this shit, I'm going to link it like a motherfucker on below. But what it was is, he's showing explosions going off in California. And as he's showing these explosions going off, they're coinciding with where these big fucking fires. And he's calling them plasma blasts. He's like, see, you can see there's a plasma flash, and he points it out, and you see the shit. And I'm like, motherfucker. Because I was already like, what the fuck? They're talking all this shit. And it's like they're trying, this is all in Southern California, right? Which I thought was kind of interesting. It wasn't like it was hitting in Northern California, right? But he was showing it. Son of a bitch. It's, let's see, California wildfires, 1 dead as Los Angeles blaze spreads. That's from Mary Greenlee News. She's pretty good. She covers a lot of shit. Found it, guys. Logic before authority. I'm going to copy the shit, copy the link, blam. I'm going to paste it in this motherfucker right here. Paste. Boom, there it is. We shall not be silenced. No. I'm not gonna, I'm just give you guys the fucking links and shit. Let's see, do you think they are trying to condition the public become 100% grid dependent where no one thinks they can survive without the government? Yes and no. Because it was interesting because FEMA and these other groups came out, even PG&E were coming out saying this is how you do generators and this is how you run a generator, this is how you do things. But I do think one of the side effects of this shit is it does show the average person how dependent they are on electricity, which in my mind is actually a really good thing because I think the average person is really not thinking of things like water not running, electricity not being available, food not being available in the grocery stores. Like, they just think it's this perpetual, always on environment. And you can't really fault them because the motherfuckers grew up. You flip a fucking light switch, 99% of the times, boom, the light comes on, right? You go to the faucet, turn that shit, water comes on. Now, obviously, you got some motherfuckers don't pay their bills. This shit don't turn on, but they understand because I didn't pay the bill. But in their mind, the shit still is there. You feel me? It's still there. But this one is more interesting to me because if you recall the last big California fires, the really anomalistic ones where cars were slagged. I mean, cars were just melted, right? Houses decimated, but the trees in the front of the house totally unscathed. I'm like, I don't know. I'm picturing some James Bond shit. You know what I mean? I'm picturing that shit. And then I thought about it. I said, God damn, what if? Now this is a big stretch. Okay, this is the author's mind going bananas with this shit. But what if? Our government, other governments in the world, they have this technology and they decide, you know what, there's some problematic motherfuckers. We're going to take care of a bunch of these motherfuckers at the same time. So what we're going to do is we're going to fucking blast the shit out of Southern California with these energy weapons. And we're going to take these motherfuckers out that we don't like, right? So they... And they're like, oh, wow, we had a big fucking fire. Oh. And meanwhile, the people that they wanted to be dead were sitting in their fucking benzos, just cooked in, skeletal hands still gripping the fucking steering wheel because they thought they could outrun some shit that was coming because somebody snitched and said, hey, you're on the list. They're coming for your ass right now. You know what I'm saying? So, I don't know, man. It just definitely, this shit just smells funky. And I wouldn't be surprised if they're testing this shit out for a fake alien invasion, right? Because we've all seen these movies, Independence Day, where a spaceship is sitting there and then a blast hits the White House and the White House blows up and everybody's like, oh my God, my mind is motherfucking blown, right? So we've all been preconditioned for the alien invasion. Okay, so the aliens are gonna come. There's gonna be some Project Bluebeam shit. The motherfuckers be holographic, ain't real. Now they're kind of fucking up because I just saw Spider-Man not too long ago, and I'm not gonna spoil nothing for you motherfuckers. But the whole get down on Mysterio's fucking powers, I was like, dude, Project Bluebeam, drones, and fucking energy weapons, right? I'm like, oh my fuck. 99% of the motherfuckers that watch the mainstream media right now and believes all the bullshit that them lying motherfuckers say every single day are gonna eat that shit up. Hook, line, and sinker. It's like shit blowing up, people dying by the thousands, and they're like, "Oh my God, this fucking world of worlds, the fucking aliens are here." Okay, and then the power cuts out. Everybody's got a culprit. It was the fucking aliens. The aliens did it. No, it wasn't. It was the fucking government. Government did that shit. Deep State did that shit. Done fucked us. That's what's happening. I bet you, because, I mean, look, you watch X-Files, right? So X-Files, now remember, the Illuminati absolutely loves to fucking dangle shit in our fucking face. Like this. Here's a perfect example. This is the movie Angry Jackalope Show. Pooch, I know that you're an alien from the planet Zarpalala. What do you think? Yes, I am an alien from the planet Zarpalaton, and I am a dog, but that's only because I shape-shifted into this dog. If you saw my true form, your face and brains would melt. Mwah! All right, that's fucking outlandish. That's stupid, right? So we're laughing at ha 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 ha. Well, if the shit was actually legit real, and there were motherfucking dog aliens and shit, the best way to deprogram us to not even look at that shit as a threat is to make a fucking comedy about it. And then us conspiracy dudes, right? Oh yeah, they got a shit ton of movies where we'll drop some truth, fluoride in the water is a byproduct of the aluminum, blah, blah, blah. And the Nazis found out that, aluminum pacified, blah, blah, blah. But the byproduct was nice, shiny, fucking strong teeth. Okay, yeah, that sounds fucking crazy. That sounds fucking loony. But guess what? That shit's fucking legit real. It's fucking real. So, now, we see this shit going on. Right? And everybody's kind of like, dude, poor California. Always on fire. Jesus. Always on fire. Yeah, fire, right? Fire that just jumps trees. The most combustible shit on the planet. We cut trees to burn for wood, but yet not a singe mark. Those are some healthy ass, very fluid filled fucking trees that are fire resistant. Then why aren't you making houses out of that shit? If the trees and the grass are so hardened that they become unscathed by this fire, why not build houses out of that shit? That's all I'm saying. So, yeah, it's kind of some bullshit. Let's see, what are you motherfuckers saying here? Let's see, I need solar panels and wind turbine for shit hits the fan. Solar is good. If you have money for a wind turbine, that's fucking great. I mean, any alternate energy thing that you can have to feed batteries, because make no mistake, you're filling batteries up, right? So you need to make sure, if you're going to get into that, you need somebody who understands that shit and really legit explains it. That shit also, unfortunately, is mad motherfucking expensive. But, I digress, whatever. Watchmen, the comic ending, alien kills New York City, 4 million people. Yeah, exactly. With world unites and stops the Cold War. Yeah, see, exactly. These movies are out there for a reason, right? They're pushed out and they're like, hey, now granted, some of these might have been some stories that somebody came up with, but then they said, dude, that fits perfect. Or maybe they read the same shit and said, dude, that's a fucking good idea. Why don't we do that shit? It would serve our purpose. The other thing that's fucked up is a lot of these cocksuckers, they're shit. They've been planning this shit for 70 plus fucking years. And it's not one fucking plan, not two fucking, not three, not four, like they have fucking dozens and dozens of plans to fulfill certain agendas running in parallel, sometimes conflicting with each other, but it doesn't matter because even if it conflicts, if this one won and this one loses, guess what? They still push that agenda through. Dude, these motherfuckers are like brain scientists, rocket scientists, times 5,000, chess masters playing against us, fucking straight retarded 3-year-old chewing on chess pieces. Dude, we're so fucked in the game against these dudes. It's not even fucking funny. Let's see, lithium ion generators and solar panels are great for 2 weeks to a month. Yep, most people would just give up if the grid really and truly ever went down. It's not hard to live if you can adapt. Well, thankfully, that's the one fucking thing humanity has going for it. Our fucking brains. Guess what our brains are good for? Adapting to different situations. We don't like it. Human beings hate change. We reverse the fucking change, but our brains makes us top of the fucking food chain because we're definitely not strong. We don't have weapons, claws, armor, fucking any of that shit. A fucking pack of dogs will kill your ass if you don't have any tools. This is the other thing we got going for us, our motherfucking thumbs. If we didn't have thumbs, we'd be kind of fucked, right? Thumbs and brains. Boom. That's like boats and hoes. Thumbs and brains. There it is. See the woman at the SOC speech saying to eat the babies. Yeah, well, that's, there it is. Next leap in batteries is graphene. You know what? That's the second time in like 3 weeks I've heard graphene. There was one in our real-time story time. I think either Garen or Yak threw that word at me, graphene. I had to look that shit up to see what it was. Yeah, that shit's super strong and it could be useful. But again, the problem is, I'll just be blunt. We could, with the technology that exists, we could alter the shape of this fucking planet and really go to a very clean set of solutions for power, right? And the primary one being sun energy, secondary wind, wave technology, even some of the hydrothermal shit, whatever, taking some of the heat, using the heat from fucking areas that we know are constantly fucking rumble, right? But the problem is they really have no initiative to do it. Years ago, I came up with a thing. I know this firsthand. So here's my proof in the pudding. So I came up with a thing called aquaforms. Okay. And my aquaforms were basically snowflaked, configured, floating platforms that basically just harvested wind, solar, and wave, harnessed that energy to fill batteries. The other thing that I was going to use with the aquaforms, because this was back when Al Gore was talking about, the ocean levels are going to rise. And I thought, ocean levels are going to rise. I got the solution. Desalinate the fucking water, but don't be a fucking idiot and dump the brine back in the ocean. Keep the brine, set it to the side, offload it onto the shore, turn that into things like lithium, table salt, whatever. Salt has a bajillion of fucking very valuable uses to it, but you don't put it back in the ocean like these idiot sods and the rest of these dipshits are doing with their desalinization. So I came up with all this. worked with a bunch of fucking engineers, worked with fucking people in wave, worked with people in fucking solar, worked with people in fucking, solar, blah, blah, blah. I talked to all these motherfuckers. At first, they were all against me. Like, nah, man, no, we work in solar, or we work in wind, or we work in wave. We don't need to work with these other guys. But when I kept coming at them, they were like, why are you so fired up about them? I'm like, for the children. We got to think about the children. It's all for the children, right? So I came up with Aquaforms. I pulled every fucking string I could to get my presentation in front of Al fucking Gore, right? Who was at the time this big banner running, we gotta save the environment, motherfucker, after Inconvenient Truth, right? Which initially I took that shit hook, line, and motherfucking sinker, right? So here, he presented a problem. Here, I presented a fucking viable solution that would work with multiple industries and would create new industry, would create new revenue, would create this, blah, blah, blah. I had everything figured out, right? So after 6 months worth of work, I get a fucking bullshit letter from Al Gore's fucking assistant that says, we applaud your effort and wish you the best of luck on your future endeavors. Keep fighting the good fight. Something along those fucking lines. To which I said, you motherfucker. So then I go and I talk to one of my oil guys who was really big with the whole solar, with the whole desalinization stuff. And we got to talking because my idea was to put these platforms along the coast of Africa, along the coast of other places, pump fresh water from the ocean that was rising into these areas that were arid wastelands and pump them with fresh, clean water to turn them back into bread bowl environments where they could have crops and stuff. So you have people, indigenous people working so they don't sit idle. Because if you ever want to see a genocide pop off, have half of your population sitting idly doing jack shit but beating off and taking drugs. That is just a fucking powder keg just waiting to go off. And we've seen it happen endlessly in Africa. So I thought, hey, I can kill like hella birds with this fucking solution, Aquaforms, right? So I did it with Kanaloa. Kanaloa Sys was the company I had came up with. I created an LLC, Kanaloa Sys, put it all together. I think the website's still up and everything else. And so I go and I do these presentations over and over and over and over again. And all these guys, all these big fucking millionaires, not billionaires, but millionaires, they all looked at me and said, dude, we get it. We know why you want to do it. We know you got kids. We know you're concerned about things, but we don't give a fuck. Straight up. Straight fucking up. We don't give a fuck. We have more money than God. And at the end of the day, our kids are fine. Yours are fucked, but ours are fine. So why are we going to change anything? We're good. And then I remembered the Georgia Guidestones. The agenda is not to save all of us. It's the opposite of that. The agenda is to kill as many of us useless, non-consuming, what's the word I'm looking for here? Non-viable slaves. Because they want slaves, but now they got too many slaves. They got too many serfs. So it's like, fuck. There's so many of them. At some point, these serfs are going to get pissed off. They're going to come and fucking kill us. They're not dumb. Again, we've seen that time and time and time again. The motherfuckers are afraid of us, but at the same time, they have so many control mechanisms in place that they're not too concerned. Because a few times that they tried to flip the switch to have motherfuckers go run and riot and do shit, motherfuckers did like this. That's fucked up, dude. Yep. That's a horrible fucking thing. Yeah, man. Fuck that. Fuck the police, man. Yeah, fuck the police. Nothing happened. Oh, shit. Let's add a little more pressure to it. This will do it. Boom. Nope. Damn. Fuck, I guess the fluoride's working too goddamn good. We can't get these fuckers fired up to do shit. What's up, JC? So the bottom line is, they want the fucking kings and they want the fucking lords, and then there's the rest of us that are fucking serfs, right? That's the system that they love. They like that shit. They love having us as slaves. And at the end of the day, guess what? We are all fucking slaves. We live in glass cages, right? We have shackles on us, but they were smart. They made them somewhat invisible, and they gave us enough illusionary shit to let us think that we're free and we own shit. To which I say to you, okay, you buy that shit, hook, line, and sinker, right? We are free, sovereign individuals, and we're not cattle, and we're not slaves and everything else. And we're free to do what we want to fucking do, right? And we own the shit around us, right? Okay, so you own your car? You own your car, right? That's yours, clear. You paid that bitch off. Okay, don't pay a registration on that. Okay, you don't pay the registration, they can take your shit. Same with the house. Okay, your house is paid off, been paid off. You bought your house 50 years ago, paid that bitch off. The property taxes now are costing you more than your original fucking monthly payments were on your mortgage 50 years ago. But if you can't pay it, you can't pay the property taxes, what do? They come and take your fucking house. Right? Oh, Rob, you're being extreme. We're not cattle. Really? Why do we have social security numbers? Why do we have birth certificates, death certificates? What? Certificates? What? What's a certificate? What? Certificate. Yeah, we're fucking bought and paid for. We are fucking owned animals. Oh, we need to get permission to get married. We need permission for every fucking thing. And then when we have children, guess what? They get birth certificates, they get social security numbers, they get tagged like animals just like the rest of us. So, fuck what you think. You need to be real with yourself and understand the situation that you're fucking staring at. Now, you could be like the motherfucker in the Matrix. He's like, dude, plug me back in. I'm fucking happy. I mean, make no mistake, America, as far as, you know, a controlling company that owns us, that's not too bad. Yeah, it's not bad. You know what I'm saying? I got my property tax bills and got pissed the other day. I can laugh about it now. Yeah, those are hard, man. You get the property tax. The only reason I like my property tax is because it says my fucking name on it. I'm like, oh, okay, fuck it. It's my fucking house. I'm paying for this shit. But let's see what happens. But, you know, make no mistake, man. You think you're in control and you think you run shit, but the reality is, control is an illusion. We have zero control over probably 90% of the shit that we think we have control over. And let's see, you guys are like Owen Benjamin. He covers these topics all the time. His 9/11 live stream was excellent. Nice. I'll have to check him out. Owen Benjamin. Okay, I'll check him out. But you know, it's crazy. It's crazy because the other end of the coin, the other side of the coin, this is the tangible shit I'm talking about. This is the stuff that anybody can do some due diligence and see really what's going on. If you want to go down some rabbit holes, go take a look and research the Federal Reserve. It's not part of the government. It's all private banks. They sell money to the government, which basically the Federal Reserve is illegal as a motherfucker. But there's a lot of excellent videos that will get you indoctrinated and up to speed on that. There's a lot of things that are out there to talk about birth certificates. There's a lot of things out there talking about social security numbers. That'll make your mind spin, make you go, what the fuck? Okay, now, that's just, this all in the realm of man. This is all fucking regular shit, right? Retarded, granted, retarded. Now ask yourselves a question. Ask yourself this question. Within the last 12 months, okay? I'm not talking the last 10 years, 20 years, 30 years, whatever. I'm talking, you know, the last 12 fucking months. Have you not noticed the level of retardedness has shot up exponentially through the motherfucking roof? Like, it's just retard. Bing, ding, ding, ding. It's above fucking 9,000. Sensors are breaking. Retard sensors everywhere across the planet are exploding because just too much retard data just destroying shit, right? Why? 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 And it's not millennials. It's all, everybody. Everybody. Everybody, check yourself. I just checked myself and realized, holy shit. In the last 12 months, I have done this roller coaster where I'm producing a lot of shit and then suddenly I'm like, boom, and I'm just fucking losing it, right? Was this Trump derangement syndrome? You know, I don't know. I don't think, I think he also I think he also is kind of going fucking nuts. I think the world is going insane. It's like mass insanity. And I even caught myself. I said, holy shit, some of the things I've been thinking, some of the things I've been talking about, some of the things this, blah, blah, blah. I was like, holy shit. Something outside is affecting us. Like, ridiculous. Let's see. What if the Earth is really flat? There are continents beyond the ice barrier, and millionaires are secretly prepping to leave the known world and conquer the new masses. You know what? I don't think the world necessarily is flat. I think the world is big. Super fucking big. I think this planet is fucking massive. Massive. I think it's just fucking retardedly huge. And my personal belief is this is a fucking zoo. It's a big giant collection of petri dishes where they are doing different forms of environmental testing to each of the zones or pods or domes or whatever the fuck you want to call them. I think the world is just okay. Let me back up. Let's talk about this from a video game perspective. So we're in a video game. We think the world is round. Some of us think the world's flat. Some of us think the world is kind of oblong and kind of an odd shape. Okay. To which I'm like, okay, fine, whatever. It's irrelevant. Because what if instead of that shit, what if the world is an infinite plane? Right? Is an infinite fucking plane. Now, Antarctica is huge. Antarctica is a big fucking piece of the puzzle. No doubt about it. Admiral Byrd, no doubt. I do believe, so this is what I'm saying. I think the Earth is huge. And I don't necessarily think that it's like round or flat. I think the more I sit and think about it, I think the world is an infinite plane, right? So we talk about alternate realities, alternate dimensions, and everything else. So instead of us being abstracted with it and saying, oh yeah, there's an alternate Earth and blah, blah, blah. And what if it's all here? But we have neighboring things. And so we go to Chris's thing. What if the elites are trying to conquer an adjacent area, right? They want to blast through the Great Wall, okay? And they want to go to the next one. Well, who's to say that shit hasn't already been happening? What if the aliens aren't really aliens? They're just motherfucking residents of the next town over. They're over there hanging out, right? Just fucking chillaxing. And they got better tech, so they go, what the fuck? And so they come over and they peep us every so often. Or what if also, like I go back to the zookeepers, they come down from time to time and they tag us and they do their experimentation and they do this different stuff. What if all the bullshit, all of this pain, mental turmoil that we're going through is all social experiments that they're doing, that they just change certain variables to see what happens. Just to fuck with us and see if the mice go crazy. Like the beautiful mice experiments, right? What if that's what's going on? I don't know. And that's the truth of everything. At the end of the day, I'll be the first to tell you, I don't know shit. But I do know Antarctica has some secretive motherfucking shit going on down there. And I would love to be down there and check it out. Seriously. See what Chris says. I believe there is a lot more on the planet than they teach us, but that is the thing. We can't legally go there. That's right. We cannot. They will fucking kill us if we do. Also, we know, really, truly know what they tell us. Yeah, it's, we know they're full of shit. How do we know they're full of shit? Because we catch them lying all the fucking time. Okay? So, if this is a video game, right? And we see the space above us, and we see the planets, and we see all the other shit. Okay, that's cool, whatever. What if they don't really exist? What if that's the no zone, right? You try to go, you're going off the map, bink. Either it puts you back where you're supposed to go or you fucking die, right? So, you look up. You see shit, cool. You feel heat, cool. I'm sure people in video games, if a programmer puts that in, heat radiated, blah, 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 it's in the fucking Matrix code, right? We already have astrophysicists telling us that when they examine the universe and they look at everything, it is perfectly matched to programming code. Not even advanced programming code, like programming code of the 70s and 60s and shit. So think about it. If this is all one great fucking video game, for lack of a better analogy, and we are all PCs, we're all playing, this is the ultimate fucking, MMORPG, right? The most massive multiplayer online role-playing experience, and we're experiencing it. So then the question is, well, why? Who would build this, and why would it be there? Okay, fine, we won't go religion. Fuck that. We don't have to. I already presented you with a case. Something intelligent has designed this environment. It's irrelevant if the planet is round. It's irrelevant if the planet is flat. It's irrelevant if it's an infinite plane, because we exist. So now the question is, why is everybody fucking going, blah, can't legally go to Antarctica? People go, no, bullshit. Yeah, Brian, you have people that are there now, but they're part of either a science thing or they think they're in Antarctica, but it might not fucking be Antarctica. Because you see a frozen fucking tundra, and they're like, hey, dude, you're in Antarctica. Okay, cool. You go on Google Maps, blah, blah, blah. Remember now, this shit is all controlled. Right? Yeah, you can't go by yourself, bro. You can't go by yourself. There have been people that have said, yeah, I'm going to take a boat. I'm going to go up. And they go up and suddenly, boom, 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 ships are there. Hey, motherfucker, get the fuck out of here before we blow your ass out the water. No, you can't go there. You cannot fucking go there. And you definitely can't go beyond the edge where they have all the researching and shit going on. And they'll tell you, well, we're doing this to save you because that's a no man land out there. There's nothing out there. You're just going to freeze to death. You're like, it's my fucking life. I'm fucking free, right? It's my choice. No, no, it's not. No. And here's another one. Riddle me this, Batman. So why is it? Now, supposedly America and China and Russia and all of this, we're all. Okay, yeah, whalers go there. Okay, that's the water. We're talking about going into Antarctica where boats ain't going. So whalers, sure, there might be some spots, but I'm telling you, wherever you go, it's fucking controlled. You're not fucking going beyond a certain point. You can stand there and look. And they'll be like, yeah, it's just fucking beautiful, right? And as soon as you start the trekking, no, fuck that, get his ass. No, they will not. Because look, here's the thing. We got all these motherfucking countries, a lot of them beefing with each other, that have all come together and agreed. No, nobody will fuck with Antarctica. Nobody can come down here. They all agreed. That right there alone should make you go, what the fuck? Why are all the enemies a unified front for that area? And you got Kerry going down there. You had one of these religious leaders from Russia going down there at one point. Man, I'm telling you, there's some shit in Antarctica going down. I mean, there's something down there they don't want us to know about. They don't want us to fucking go inland either, underground. Here in Utah, they used to have all these tunnels. You can go spelunking. You can go fucking hanging out, whatever. No, they closed all them bitches down. They closed all of the fucking caves down. No, can't go there. Huh. Why? Why can't we go there? We have all these sounds coming around the planet. People are like, what the fuck? Is this an earthquake? Man, sounds popping up from underground across the whole fucking planet. So could there be subterranean civilizations underneath us? Fuck yeah! Could there be some shit deep in the ocean like fucking Aquaman and shit? Fuck yeah! Do they want us to know about that shit? Fuck no. Why? Probably because them motherfuckers, they probably get to go between zones. They go and trade and do some other shit. They might have tech that's just beyond us. They might have different abilities. They might be in a different reality off phased from us a little bit. So we glimpse them from time to time and think they're fucking ghosts and shit. Oh, dude, did you see that fucking thing? Shadow people. That could be a whole fucking race that comes around and circle jerks around us while we're sleeping, getting off on when we get scared. A la fucking Monsters, Inc. Right? We freak the fuck out. They get the jollies. Oh, yeah. Oh, I scared that little bitch good. It's fucking nuts, man. Telling you, it is in fact the longest running 50 plus country, I think, the treaty in the world history, and they are all 100% there. But why? I don't, but the idea to learn is interesting. Yeah, man, I'm telling you, every time. Okay, so we've been having weird storms, really powerful storms. There have been broadcast beams that are originating from deep within Antarctica, and suddenly storms intensify inexplicably. Global warming. Really? Is it really? Really? Is it? I don't think so. Me thinks not. No, me thinks there's some shit going on. And I think every so often our brothers in Antarctica are like reminding motherfuckers why there's a fucking treaty. Don't start no shit, won't be no shit. But every so often, you know, some country like Russia probes a little deep and they're like, oh, motherfucker, I thought we was cool, man. You know what, Russia, you fucking around. All right, how about this? Check this out. Boom. You know, crazy shit happens. Suddenly they're like, oh, fuck, Russia goes, fuck. All right, fuck, sorry. We got a little stupid. We were just velocirapting, just testing the line. We're trapped. This is like fucking Australia. We're like in a fucking prison. We're trapped in this zone. And that's why you never, ever see a legitimate photo, or even like why can't, so ISS, right? The space station. Ooh, the space station. Okay, fuck that. We got shit on Mars, right? We got shit on Mars purportedly. We're gonna get fucking photos and videos from Mars. All right, motherfucker, throw up some probes. That's given, like, even fucking Elon Musk's little fucking car rolling around in fucking space, which why the tires didn't blow up and all this other bullshit. Why don't they have cameras on that fucking live streaming us? Like live streaming, showing the shit constantly. No interruptions, no shut-offs, no nothing. Just constant broadcasting. They could throw that shit up 1,000 times. They could have 1,000 streamers in space streaming shit from all different directions, right? That we would get a delay, but we would still get the shit, right? Then we could prove, oh, you know what? Yeah, all right. Why is it we lost the technology to go to the fucking moon? Okay, so we were first on the moon, right? We had some brilliant motherfuckers come together, put some aluminum foil on some fucking coat hangers and some other shit, and that shit was powerful enough to go to space, right? Some of the harshest conditions known to man. The space, according to scientific explanation, is fucking brutal, right? Is brutal. So this aluminum foil bullshit goes to the moon, lands on the moon, comes back up, comes back home, lands, right? So we did that. This is what they say. We did this shit. Okay, fine, we did it. Why can't we do it again? You know what I mean? And then broadcast that shit nonstop. Okay, here's some more. Why don't we litter the ocean with fucking streaming probes that can just, boom, you drop them, they go down, they have cameras on all sides, they go down, you got cameras in the infrared, ultraviolet, fucking regular light, blah, blah, blah. Fine, a lot of shit as it goes down, we're going to lose light. Okay, but infravision, ultravision, you know, all of those different spectrums, we could have that. We have sonar beams, ding, ding, ding. We triangulate all that shit. Man, we get a real good topography of the fucking ocean. Drop that bitch down in the what is that motherfucker? I almost said San Andreas. The abyss. Drop that bitch down in the abyss. See what happens. You know what? How about this? Fuck that. Let's really get fun. Let's create an AI, an exploring AI, right? That basically it's got a little bit of a power source in it, but the power draws from different sources, so it can draw from thermal vents. There's a ton of nice, really active thermal vents all along the bottom of the ocean. The motherfuckers go fucking explore, boop, drops down, sits by a vent, grabs the heat, charges back up, keeps exploring. You have a bunch of these, you have 2,000-3,000 of these fucking little AI fucking drones out there just mapping shit real time, and then open this shit up, make it open for the world to collect the data, right? Because it has been proven time and time again, when you have more than one fucking mind on it, more than one point of view, you make leaps. Like the Mayan language. You got all of these academics sitting there for fucking ever going, I don't get it. I really don't get it. And then they had this camp where they had some layman motherfuckers come and hang out, and one fucking dude said, hey, what if that shit's 3D? What if it's multiple glyphs stacked on top of it to make a more complex word? They were like, why didn't you fucking think? I don't know. You went to fucking Harvard. Why are you? And you went to fucking Yale. What the fuck? This dude, what is your background, sir? I'm a dishwasher. I'm not sure what the fucker was, but my point is the point. You open that shit up. I mean, look at 4chan, look at all these other things, right? You get a bunch of people passionate about something, and then they discover things because they're passionate about it. As opposed to academics or government or whatever. Boom, now you're actually learning shit. Now you're actually getting to the bottom of things. But they won't do it. You know why? Because they already fucking know, and they don't want us to fucking know. Because the minute we realize this is all bullshit, then the monkeys go crazy. The insane asylum fucking loses their shit, and they fucking kill everything. We as human beings have to have a certain structure. If that structure doesn't exist, and we realize, dude, that's the truth, well, they have shows about that too. I forgot what it's called. It was a really good show. One of you motherfuckers recommended it to me. I talked about it a few streams back. Guy went to investigate. He was looking for his old partner. He went into town. The sheriff was all weird with ice cream and shit like that. And then come to find out later, he didn't actually go to the town. Like, they actually froze his ass, and they brought him out and put him in a fake town and all this other shit, because they found out human beings would lose their shit and go crazy unless they had a certain reality with bad shit included. Like, you have to have bad shit. If you don't have bad shit, like if you create a utopian society because of the flaws in human beings' brains, we would fucking lose the shit. No, it wasn't a colony. It was somethingville. It was like Mountainville or some other shit. One of you guys will remember it. It was a good show. Like, it had 2 or 3 seasons. First season, the main character bites it and left his son and wife behind. And then the next episode, it was the son and doing shit with his his homies, and it sucked after that. So it was like the first season was the good season, and then it went crazy because there were some monsters outside this fucking valley, and they couldn't go outside. They said, you can't leave. Once you're here, you can't leave. And it was twofold. One, because people that were there thought they were still sitting in our time, but really it was like a few hundred years in the future, or 1,000 years in the future, or some shit like that, and things were really fucking bad. And that was that. You know what I mean? Simperfish, NASA admits they can't pass the Van Allen belt. Yep, exactamundo. And there was a chick in Australia. She straight discovered we have microwave bands that cover the planet. She said microwave bands that are like lined, and you can't pass through because it would fry you. So it's like, okay, so how much bullshit are they really feeding us? I mean, we see movies with great CGI all the fucking time. So we see these NASA people up in the ISS, fucking space station and shit, International Space Station, and we're like supposed to believe that shit. I'm like, nah, fuck that. Take me up in that motherfucker. Let me go, and let me live stream that shit and showcase the fuck out of it and be like, okay, motherfuckers, this is legit. I'm in zero gravity. Look, I just farted. There's a little fart bubble, whatever. It's like a stink cloud that's suspended in space. Oh, how does this zero gravity shit work? Oh, wow, we're actually in the void. Hey, let's piss outside and see what happens. Is it going to make icicles and fucking, how does it move in space? Like if you're in fucking, a vacuum, you have nothing to thrust against. So how does even the concept of an engine work inside of a vacuum where there's nothing to push off of? You could blast all this off, but there's nothing for you to propel against. There's nothing to help you go forward. So that even that concept is complete fucking full of shit. Oh, and then we've got the concept of dark matter and all this other stuff just to make math work, right? It's so fucking stupid. The shit that they say. Even half of the shit that we take as accepted laws of our reality around us, well, time and time again, we see shit that like, wait a minute, how come this area right here doesn't... Like, if you ever go to places like the Strange Spot, you have water that rolls uphill. You have balls that will roll up a fucking hill. You're standing at the bottom of the hill and you drop a ball and the ball rolls up this hill. Like, what's going on here? And they're like, yeah, it's an anomaly. Okay, you know what? I see anomalies all the time. We call them glitches inside of video games. You go to a certain place and you see somebody's body just flipping around and doing shit. And you're like, that's not supposed to happen. But you can replicate it. So hey, that little spot right there, there's the glitchy spot there. The coder's fucked up there. Damn, Brian, I wish I could remember the name of it. It's not People of Earth. It was... Oh, come on. You guys got to help me remember this shit. Hang on. I could probably find it pretty quick. Hang on. So, FBI, I think it was like an FBI agent looks for partner. And it had like Terrence something or other. Let's see. And then we put TV show. Should be able to find it pretty quick here. TV show, because I think, let's see. Wayward Pines. That's the name of the show. Wayward Pines. First season, amazing. Amazing balls. Second season, sucked those balls. So just watch the first season and that's the ending. Don't even waste your time with the other shit. That's it. So anyway, let's see. Some say 9/11 demolition was from Tesla vibration machine. Could have been. There was definitely some thermite that was used, right? But I'm all for alternate tech to be used for that. You know what I mean? Because it would make perfect fucking sense. And nothing better as far as a deterrent in a secret war against other opposing groups, but to detonate or use that shit and then say, hey, look, we just did that to our own fucking people. Imagine what the fuck we will do to you. You know what I mean? So that's the other thing you got to keep in mind, because one of the key concepts of warfare is that old sleight of hand, right? Is the fucking lies and all the other shit, the things that they use to power up and further their agendas. It's perfect. The Matrix is a perfect analogy. Matt Dillon, that's right. That's the one. It was it was a good one. Matt Dillon, that's right. It was a good fucking series. But the thing to take away from all of this is the fact that, one, I don't trust the government. And that's why I'm very happy to be in a position where at least I have some BB guns, comparatively speaking, to what the government could unleash, especially if they have direct energy weapons. If they actually do have direct energy weapons and they have some of this Tesla technology that they've been perfecting for decades and decades and decades, and they're actually rolling it out and testing with it. Yeah, second season, garbage. Don't fuck with it. Just watch the first one. You'll thank me. Don't watch the second one. It was bleh. Because Matt Dillon really made that fucking show. He really did. It's just. But when it comes to the government, comes to all the shit that's going down, just know a couple of things. One, they don't ever give a fuck about us. We are less than a shit on somebody's shoes when they step on it. They don't care. Ooh, The Expanse. I like that one too. I like The Expanse. That is great storytelling. Holy shit, fuck, that's good. Second thing after the government is they are being controlled. Our government, that's theater. It's fucking, it's make believe, right? And the other thing too, with even like the concept of, you know, guns and ownership and things like that, understand those are like fuzzy warm feelings. Like if you're packed and you got guns and you got gear and stuff, yeah, you feel good, but the reality is, if it ever came down to the point where you need to use them, it's not a good day. It's not a fun fucking day. It's definitely not going to be what I think some of my preparedness brethren think it's going to be, where they're going to Mad Max out and they're going to be fucking Lamo and they're going to be, you know, I'm King Dick and all these fucking surviving bitches are going to want to suck on my cock because I am king. You know, it's like, no, it ain't going to be that way. It's going to, you know, take a look at it, dystopian shit, and probably wrap that up with some dog shit and explode it times 5. That's probably close to what it would be. It's not going to be fucking fun. It's really not going to be fucking fun. But I personally, in my heart of hearts, don't think we're ever going to get to that point. I think a lot of this is just controlled. I think they just want us to be in kind of a perpetual fear posturing so that we're off balance, so it's easier to control us, right? They want to get rid of a bunch of us. I don't doubt that. Georgia Guidestones, you could use it as a guide. What is it? 500. Keep the global population at 500 million, if I'm not mistaken. 500 million is a very fucking small number comparatively speaking to the global population right now. Last I checked, I think it was close to 8 billion, if I'm not mistaken. So go from 8 billion to 500 million is a huge culling. I mean, it is. I mean, you are fucking. You can look at 50 of your friends and understand at least 30 of them dead, gone. So, New World Order wants us back to 1850s tech. Shit, I doubt that. I think really what they want is for them to maintain the technology levels that we have now times 5. And then, Operation Blackjack. I'm going to have to look at that. I'm not familiar with that one. I have to look at that. What is it? Semper Fish Operation Northwoods and MK Ultra approved. Yes, exactly. Oh, fuck. MK Ultra. Let's not even get started on that one. But I then have to look up that Operation Blackjack. I'm not familiar with that. I'm going to make a note of that. Operation Blackjack. Got to write this down. But they want us not even to be 1800. They would be happier having us at like shit 1000 technology. You know what I mean? Like they'd rather have us as fucking horse and buggy going in, pushing buttons and blah blah blah. They don't like this. They do not like this. This serves an agenda to a point, but it's also risky. This type of shit right here is super risky for them. Super risky because there is a very high possibility that somebody strikes a chord, right? Operation Blackjack. Okay, I have to take a look at that. Look that up. Survival for true grid down. A lot of us would die. That's fucking woo-woo. Preppers that run and hide to evade might make it. Will that actually happen that big? I don't think so. You won't catch me not prepping. Yeah, I think prepping is perfect. I think the mindset of preparedness, or being reliant, as I call it, the mindset of being reliant is vital. Not necessarily because you're going to survive, but what it is it prepares your mind. It's just like combat. Like if you train and you take a hit, then when you actually get into a fight and you get hit, that shock is severely mitigated, right? And it also gives you the right mindset to think about things, right? So that way you're not like, okay, what do I do? Because the first wave of people to die are these ones. They don't do shit. Action's better than inaction. You got to do something. And the fuckers that do this, they're fucking dead. Outright. Gone. Finished. Finito. Right? Then you got the people that try to, stay home and, bug in, which I fall into. I fall into the category of, I want to sit, I want to get as much data as possible, I want to assess the situation, and then I want to proceed accordingly. In a void of data, there is no data. Everything goes down. Everything crumbles. There is nothing to go off of. Then I'll go to a plan B. But if they're feeding us information, even if it's fake information, there's still something. There's actionable information. For example, everybody within the range of Salt Lake City needs to go to Salt Lake City. And I'm leaving. I'm going as far away from fucking Salt Lake City as I can. You know what I'm saying? I'm with Drop Forwards, learning primitive skills and wild edibles at all times. Yes, that's super important. Even if for nothing else, you can take a reliant mindset and just say, hey, look, I have a snowstorm. I'm stuck. Okay. Or hey, PG&E decided arbitrarily to shut my fucking power off without me having a fucking say in it. Okay. Now I have to fall to some of my basic skill sets to make sure I'm still comfortable while I'm riding this shit out. That's great. I think everybody should have that baseline mindset. You should all think. You should all assess. You should all have plan A, plan B, plan C, plan D, all the way to fucking plan Z. You should have everything somewhat thought through. Doesn't mean you have to be afraid of it. You're just like, okay, super volcano. All right, we're fucked. Got a bottle there. I'm going to hit that shit and just drink myself to oblivion. Sounds fucking good. Earthquake. I just found out one of my faults here has a potential for 7 and 7.0 and hasn't been active for over 15,000 years. Suddenly starts rumbling. So I'm like, great. I'm not freaking out, but I add it to the list of things that could happen. And what am I going to do if it suddenly starts to rocking and rolling? And I'm like, oh, hey, that's the 7. Here's the 7. Get the shit. Let's do this. Let's make sure we're ready for this. That's it. That's all I could do. Combine the book 1994 with Hunger Games. Right? Anyways, fucking. The thought police is already here. We already have fake videos. We already have fake news. We already have all this other bullshit. It wouldn't be hard for them to take all the videos I've ever put out, make a clone of me, and have me broadcast complete bullshit. Like, they could do that. That technology exists right now that we can see, that we can fuck with. You know what I'm saying? So, first and foremost, you do your own thinking. You do your own research. You can listen to somebody like me or like Chris. You can listen to some of our points of views and stuff like that. And if that inspires you to go do something, great. But always do your own shit. Always make your own decisions based off of your shit. That way, you're not getting played. Okay? So, anyway. All right, that's the show, guys. We've been an hour and 8 minutes. I got some stuff to do with my family and whatnot. Family is super important. Always keep those priorities in place, guys, because you never promised a fucking tomorrow. So make sure you're living today. That's my big advice right there. Yeah, the deep fakes are fucking crazy, right? It's fucking nuts. Let's see. Keep learning all you can. Knowledge is key. Fish, hunt, trap, fire, water, purification, plants, stock food, water, medicine, tools, etc. Save life. Asking as you can. We are all going to die one. Yeah, that's inevitable. We're all going to die. So, it's not that big of a deal. I've known since 1970 many supernaturals are real. Most police are issued silver bullets. Yeah, I don't doubt it. I don't doubt it. And I think we're going to see more of that shit. You know what I'm saying? All right, guys. So the shows are going to be more like this. Jay Waterson 69. Thank you. He says, good show. We're going to be more of this, more fired up, more just kind of wake up to the stuff that I know is fishy. And then, collectively we could all kind of do some digging and find out some shit because I'm telling you, no matter what, There's some bullshit going on, and it seems like it is growing. All right, guys. That's it for now. If you like it, please subscribe. Tell your friends far and wide. Until next time, motherfuckers, please be good to yourself, good to each other. Go out, live life to the fullest, ride the bus to the wheels fall off. Get some scars, find some love, all that jazz, and I'll see you motherfuckers next time. Yeah, there will be a real-time story time tomorrow. I look forward to seeing you, Brian, and a few others. So there's another Halloween one, and motherfuckers is probably going to die in that one. All right, guys. That's it. Hasta luego. Bye-bye.